Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in today. We're playing some Nilah Janna. This has been my favorite deck of the expansion so far. I haven't been able to play as much as I wanted to. This weekend was a little bit busier than I expected. I work on the weekends, and that's also when my family has off, so the schedule always gets a little wonky. And so I didn't really get to play a whole bunch of the weekend as much as I wish I could. So I kind of only just stuck to my favorite deck so far, Nilah Janna. And this is the most recent list that I've come across from Infinipatrons. He's a really, really good player. And a few days ago, he reached rank 1 with a similar list. And so when I went back today to check at the different lists, since I hadn't been able to keep up as much the past few days, because with it still being so early after the patch, everything's still adjusting a lot. And so I want to see if he changed anything. So this list is slightly different. This deck version includes 3 copies of Master Lookout. For example, the other deck was running things like Eye of Nagakuboros as well, and 2 Tide Dancers. So I want to see how this plays out. I think the formula, being able to give the spell mana, is an interesting alternative to Eye of Nagakuboros doing just the unit but not spell mana. Because sometimes you do want to be able to play multiple cards rather than just getting the quick unit. The extra mana is so nice for being able to play your removal spells as well this turn. Since, Eye of Nagakuboros draws you the cards to activate Divine Whirlwind, but then you don't have the mana to play Whirlwind. So I think formula is a good addition. Very nice alternative. Otherwise, the reason I like this deck so much, I played some Nilah decks a few days ago for my last few videos, like Nilah Jinx, and I don't remember what the other one was. Another Nilah aggro deck. Maybe it was Nilah Janna aggro, but it just didn't feel great. This deck version feels like it's much better at activating our Nilah, getting her leveled, helping her attack, getting all of our cards on the board much faster and more coherent. So yeah, let's get into it and see how we do. I'll probably play this for an hour, and then I do have Volley Alawi to try out later. So we'll see how we do. Hopefully we can hit Diamond today. I really want to get to Masters early in this season. I think it was 2 seasons ago. It took me a long time to get to Masters since I had to start... No, it was last season. Because I had to start in Eternal from Bronze all the way up to Masters. And so this season, I'm obviously only starting from Platinum up to Masters. So hopefully it won't be anywhere near as long of a climb until we get back to Masters. And yeah, this has been one of the decks I've enjoyed the most. I can't believe Lurk is so popular. I find it so strange. It's just not a deck I enjoy all that much. But it's actually... I think it's a fine deck to play against. Sometimes I get irritated by it. I don't particularly enjoy playing it, but it does provide a very interesting test for our decks. And I've found the matchup to be fairly reasonable. I think this is a reasonable keep. I love Miriam because it just seems like such a good keep. On turn 2 we can cycle away something we draw that we don't need, or it's just a fine blocker. But I want to play Master Lookout here. I want to get him on board for a Snapshot Swarm, because I don't want to trade, a buffed up Snapshot Swarm into a more important unit. But Brash could actually be a fairly good keyword in this matchup, since Lurk is obviously much more offensive. I always forget when I'm 4 minutes into my stream. I'm like, jeepers, I should have just checked my mic. Right here, I'll drop Nilah. They have the Aspiring Chronomancer, but I think their other X3s are more expensive. Obviously, getting the Slipstream in the deck early on is nice. And we don't need this Nilah to live. This is the tricky situation. I don't feel like we have a very good option. What if I kill this guy next turn? If I play Miriam now, we go into next turn with 5 mana. So we could play Vikrash plus Howling Gale to kill this. That seems fine. I don't know if we're activating this guy anytime soon. I'd rather try to dig for my removal. Speaking of activating the free card. I should have thought of that. We obviously are going to get like...
Your wickedness shall not prosper.
Just slipstream soon. Nilah's not leveling anytime soon. We're going to have another slipstream for Vikrash. Do I need to keep this Nilah alive? Or save 4 HP? I think I'm going to let this first Nilah go. HP can be important in a matchup like this where if we get into a race situation later in the game, maybe I'm not even going to play Vikrash this turn because I don't need the increased damage on Howling Gale. I might just play Slipstream and see what we draw. Get him activated. Ooh, like that's actually kind of interesting. I can't play him this turn because I'm probably going to want to play these. Brutal. That's kind of sad. Alright, I'll just take my Vikrash and then use my Divine Whirlwind here. I'd be happy to get Vikrash down just to get the Slipstream in my deck. That's also not bad. That's pretty good. Yeah, like that guy needs to die. But he's not threatening us right now. I'll play Pool Shark first. I'm fine to block these two if they take the attack. I don't think this attack is all that great for them. Like it's pushing like potentially 6 damage. That's not the worst thing in the world for us. Or I could do this because that way we can kill him with Howling Gale next turn, and we can block this guy at any point later on anyways. I think that's fine. I need to kill this guy before he gets that 8-power attack trigger. I think that's fine. Did they miss Lurk, by the way? I think they did, right? Mystic. And Nilah. I like that. Nilah. Is it really Nilah? Wow. I don't know why I never knew that. Because I've heard people say Nilah and Nilah. I thought Nilah sounded more aesthetically pleasing to me. Well, now our Nilah can't attack.
Let's see how you handle this.
She should be leveled soon. We can find like a Slipstream from Vikrash. Exalted Cloudwinder would be cheaper. Like there's probably a chance we level her next turn if she doesn't die here. I'm assuming she's gonna need to die. Oh my gosh, that's pretty good. Well, in that case, I'll throw away Vikrash, safety block, make it rain, and just hope we hit this guy. Okay, well, we're kind of dead now, but at least our Nilah's alive, I guess. She levels next turn, though. Is there any chance we just win the game? I don't know. If we top deck Cloud Dancer, maybe Cloud Dancer plus 2 draws from Cloudwinder. Oh, that doesn't accomplish too much here. All right. Mystic Shot, Eye of the Storm. Okay, this is interesting now.
Behold the power of the seventh seal.
I'll start with Cloudwinder, or excuse me, Mariner, to potentially block a Snapshot Swarm. Or we have Mystic Shot for the Snapshot Swarm. Because like if they rally here, that doesn't do much here. That sucks. That's really annoying. I'll let it resolve and then burst speed. Don't give them action on stack with my burst speed spell.
Even this is bliss.
Pull shark. Okay. Cloudwinder is better than Pull Shark here, I think, even if we have to tap a low Mystic Shot. Okay.
Nah, not a chance.
Never mind. We can pretty much play anything we draw with Pull Shark. So I'll make sure we can just keep our Mariner alive. This is actually kind of troublesome though. If they get it on an Overwhelm unit, we might not be able to actually do anything about it at this point. So we're pushing potentially 4 damage here. We'd have the top deck 2 burn spells.
You're out of here.
Yeah, I'm a little worried. I think we might just die to the Overwhelm with the Buried Armory if they have it. I don't know what we can find to kill something that fast. Man. That's really frustrating. We literally, I don't think have anything in our deck that can stop that.
Always got what I wanted. Now I gotta find what I need.
Perhaps the answer lies in others, not yourself.
Because Janna only has 4 HP, so she'd still be taking lethal with the Treasure of the Sands.
Janna, I beg you, reveal my path to me.
Place your faith in me, and your destiny shall unfold.
Stop now.
I think it's just a bad matchup for us. We just don't have any really great ways of interacting with them. Like Pike's Bell is just so hard to interact with for our regions. We don't have any denies or notifies, and so it's just very hard for us to protect our Nilah in that situation. And the Overwhelm, yeah. Obviously, if we killed them sooner, it would have been fine. But I don't know if I missed too many opportunities. Like, I could have taken the open attack with Nilah on that turn. Just to get the slipstream. I don't know if that would have done anything, though. Okay, Nilah on turn 2. They could block with their own Nilah.
Remember, we're the ones who make progress happen. Watch your backs.
I don't want to give them multiple free manas. I'd rather sacrifice the upside of my Master Lookout.
Joy, unbound and everlasting.
I'll probably use a Miriam next turn to try to dig for Janna turn 4. Our decks don't have great ways of...
Be done through me.
Oh, they cycled away just for the mana. Interesting. They don't even block? Okay. That makes sense then. They're already down to 2 cards. Obviously our decks both draw a billion cards.
Disown your relation.
Okay, if this is their whole turn, I'm just going to pass and play Formula next turn probably. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just play Pool Shark here.
We playing bilge rules, son?
Oh, that's the turn.
My friends, let us revel.
May your blessings upon me ease the pain of others.
Feel the breeze and know you have my favor.
How about the party trick?
We have 2 Miriams and a formula to start digging. Wow, they just take all of it. That's pretty good for us.
Storm unrelenting.
We'd like to obviously get rid of this Janna sooner rather than later so they don't get a billion reductions in mana. But
Lift us up
oh my
upon your
goodness.
mighty wings, old friend.
It's not bad.
Wind need not be seen to move our world.
They can play another Janna here, but I don't want them to end the round and be able to start the next turn with the all that reduction in mana draws too. So right now, if the oops, what was that?
Janna,
Okay.
I beg you. Reveal my
Like it sets back their Janna level
Faith in
trigger by
your
2.
destiny shall
Yeah, like this is a little bit of a strange attack, I feel.
something the matter. Isn't this getting old?
I know these guys have quick attack, but I don't want to throw them away. Or I don't want to throw away all the HP, I suppose. Like I'd rather throw them away in a trade here. And like Pool Shark, he's not dealing much damage, so I'm okay throwing him away. I'd really love to find Janna.
The Zephyr heralds the squall.
Okay, well that's a good one. We could put them down to 6 HP here with the Vic Rush attack.
Cast aside fear. I am with you. A final breath.
Let us party most hearty. This can be fun. Watch. Party. Wow.
How many Make It Rains does this run? 2.
Hear me. You are not alone.
Nilah is actually pretty good in the mirror as well. Miriam and Janna can block, but
Storm unrelenting.
ooh, okay. Lots and lots of cheap cards here. We can do a whole lot of
Now
stuff.
our celebration can truly begin.
Okay, how does she die?
Hold the power of the seventh seal.
Probably gonna go Slipstream.
Time for revelry between fights.
I guess we can just,
Battle is joy.
yeah.
The revelry is endless.
Nice, okay. I can just do this for now. And we can make it rain, since it's fleeting, to try to pick off these dudes.
Tempest shall punish the wicked.
Oh gosh, okay.
Time for revelry between fights.
I think I'm just gonna rip the Make It Rain now and play Cloudwinder post-combat, because we're gonna need to be able to draw a lot of stuff next time. Next turn. Wow, okay, that's kind of wild. We can still chump block these two, if we need to. But Nilah, oops, I meant to play the Cloudwinder this turn. I don't know how I typed. I meant, what I'm, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I could have played Cloudwinder. Oh well. Taking 8 seems kind of dangerous. I wanted to play Cloudwinder the turn. I meant I could have just played Mystic Shot and taken a little bit of extra damage.
The Zephyr heralds
Okay, well
the
that's
squall.
an okay draw at least.
Aside fear.
Might bail us out a little bit here.
I am with
Ooh, okay. Oh no, we don't have the mana to level Janna. Or no, yes we do. We only need to play one more. Oopsies. Okay, we're fine.
you. Board upon
I thought we needed to play 2 more cards.
gale.
I think she looks so much cooler in LOR than she does in League of Legends. I didn't realize she was like a bird thing though. Is that completely new for LOR?
Joyful and swift.
Because she looks like a human here. The side effects are so satisfying too.
Fill your
Okay,
lungs
I think this game
with
is
pride,
out of our hands
Janna.
now. We're still probably dead.
My wind is at your back. Go.
We're going to have to play a unit to win this game, so I know this gives them a target for a blowback or something, but we're not really winning otherwise. Where did it all go so wrong? I don't know if playing that Cloudwinder instead of Make It Rain was the game-losing mistake, but that was certainly something to do differently. Sometimes I just wonder like how much of it is luck of the draw. Like they were able to get their Janna value down for like 2 or 3 turns before we were able to. And like we didn't draw Nilah leveled up until we had already drawn like 23 cards. Obviously we had the Nilah at the start of the game, but that first Nilah isn't really how you win. This looks like a pretty good hand though. Alright, we can see what we do here. Turn 1, lookout, turn 2, Nilah. Gosh, I'm gonna need to fix that. Nilah. I never even played her in League of Legends, so I don't know too much about her. But the way she plays in LOR at least is very fun. Because I know like some of the favorite parts of LOR is like it feels like the characters play as they would in League of Legends. And so I don't know if Nilah feels that way or not, but I love her aesthetic in LOR. And like the mechanics, obviously. I'm a big fan of like the slipstream aggro spellslinger stuff. I feel like Nilah is my ideal version of how I wanted Samira to feel. But Samira was just like a normal aggro deck. I'm going to do this now because they don't have the ability to play the Howling Gale with the increased card damage. Oh, they main deck Formless Blade. How strange is that?
Ashlesh awaits.
I'm not going to play these guys when I know we can play Janna turn 4 and play him for free on our turn 5 attack.
My friends, let us revel.
I don't think I need to waste a removal on him. Hey, Faceless Angel, what's up? How are you doing? Oh, like Mystic Shot here is actually kind of nice. This audio bug is so weird. Did you guys see that at the very beginning? I think I'll get rid of... I guess do we want to keep both? I feel like maybe Make It Rain makes it look a little sad. I'll keep one for next turn. But I think we're winning this game through other means than just a 3-1 quick attacker. You're good? Why? Why did I ask you how you're doing? It's nice and polite to greet you, you know? Ooh, Cloudwinder, love that. For 2 mana as well. Very nice. Oh, what about you? Okay, I got you, gotcha. I'm like, it's just like just a normal greeting. No, I'm good. Haven't been able to play LOR as much as I wanted to the past few days, so excited to get some games in, you know? One minute Howling Gale is busted. Just finished a little custom Friday package. Nice. I gotta say, I love the mechanics of this set, but I'm always a little nervous when mana reductions come into play. Like, we've seen what happens with things like Seraphine, you know what I mean? And like all these crazy, like, cheat out extra mana per turn. Kind of does some crazy things. We have a fairly solid attack here, at least. You despise Janna's package? It's also broken and burn oriented. Yeah, I love the value stuff. Like to me, I get such a kick out of a 5-mana 3/2 quick attacker that draws 2 at the next round start. Like that is one of my favorite designs. I love that so much. But then when it's like free 3/1 quick attacker, you know what I mean? Things like that. It's just like it's like so mana abusive.
Let us party most hearty.
I think I'll cycle away a Make It Rain here. That probably isn't going to be incredibly relevant unless they start hitting a few Windborn Mariners.
Now I gotta find
Ooh, okay.
Perhaps the answer lies in others, not yourself.
Remember when PNZ had a vanilla 2-mana 3/1? Yeah. I can picture the card, but I don't know the card name, but I know what you mean. Yeah. That's so funny. It is interesting how card games develop over time, yeah. Like, I'll pull up one right now. Oh, it's a Deluge deck. Okay. Very interesting. So yeah, look, like, this is the one new Magic card. It's called Cheeky House Mouse. This is a little, like, adventure card, it's called. You can play the first half of this card in the box. Hold on. Okay, yeah, here we go. This little Squeak By, it's a 1-mana sorcery. It's a spell that does something. And you can cast it as a 1-mana 2/1 unit later on. I was literally so shocked because, like, in all my years of playing Magic the Gathering, I'm so late to the game that by the time I came around, everything was already so power crept. Like, a 1-mana vanilla 2/1? Why are you ever playing that? And obviously, it's like, it has a second half of a card to make it at least playable. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Because I had so much fun playing the Foundations Gauntlet. Hearthstone's the same. Everything is premium statted with an upside, yeah. And because, like, I enjoy when decks can do cool things. As long as the cool thing can be interacted with fairly okay, and I don't know. Like, for me, I love things like Seraphine. Seraphine's like one of my favorite cards in card games. But she just does so many crazy things that I feel like it's just not fun for the opponent all the time when Seraphine gets to do cool things. I remember Jace. Interesting. This is the Shadow Isles version too, so Janna's probably just gonna eat a Soul Harvest. Is it even worth it to keep her? I feel like she's a good card still. Just go 1 for 1, but we get the updraft value? Sure. For example, a 2-mana 2/3 Amalgam, which is all subtypes. Okay. Play. Pick an ally and manifest a unit with that subtype. Yeah. I wonder how hard they're targeting Nilah decks. Yeah, I was gonna say Aftershocks, Soul Harvest for Janna. Like, this might be a pretty tough matchup. I can really put the pressure on them here though. We have good plays for the next like 3 turns. We can go Nilah here, turn 4 Janna, turn 5 Cloudwinder, Mariner. So they're gonna still be feeling the hurt.
Innocence may be the greatest joy of all.
1 mana spell, pick an ally and an enemy, kill them both. Woof. That's one of the reasons I like playing tabletop Magic with my dad. Like, we take it seriously enough, like we try our best. But it's not this, crazy metagame where you're playing the best of the best. So you can play these cards that are pretty meh. Just because they're fun. You like the artwork, they have cool mechanics, even if they're not like the best stats. Because like the Magic the Gathering just swapped their competitive format from standard being a 2-year rotation to a 3-year rotation, and so people are complaining a lot that the it's just it's all the same now, because now that the format is so big, all the cards that have been good for the past 2 years are still just like the best cards in the format. And so the new set that came out usually would mean the new fall rotation, the oldest sets, like 3 of the oldest sets rotate outwards, so everything's new and fresh. But now with this, it's all just like, oh, we can actually do a lot of damage here. Like this is what I mean. We're gonna be able to play 4 cards here for a total of 5 mana, and they're all like good cards. And we're gonna draw 4 cards next round start, and we have a 0 mana draw 2 Grant Fleeting. Like, what's our opponent supposed to do about this? He just played 1 5-mana unit, and it's gonna cost him a lot. And I don't even mean to sound complainy. I obviously love the game to death. I wouldn't play it so much if I didn't. But it's fun to talk game design. And we as gamers, we like to complain, you know? Also, our Janna's gonna be leveled this turn. Not bad.
Storm unrelenting.
Ooh. That's tempting. 1 mana Nilah into 7 mana. Does a Shock Blast even hurt us that bad? Like, we're not leveling her this turn. But it'd be nice to get the attack off. I mean, I guess so. We're gonna level Janna here. Oh, baby. I'll hold on to Nilah until our opponent does something. If they had Ruination mana up, I wouldn't do this. But just Shock Blast can kill like our Lookout and our Birdie. Oh, okay. I'm pretty happy to see this then.
Ah, innocence may be the greatest joy of all.
Let's get to work.
Again. Go on then.
Need clearance, pal.
That's dangerous. I feel like they should definitely just save the HP here.
Keep it up.
Because, like, Heimer Jace, I feel, is supposed to be a pretty grindy deck, right? Like, they can go into the late game, and they have so many ways to create extra value with their turrets. But, like, we're literally just going to outdraw them. And they have, like, 8 mana Progress Day and Formula, and we're here playing, like, 2 mana draw a card, 3 mana create the Slipstream.
What terrorizes you?
Nilah and Jack are champs with premium stats, a good keyword, and text that gives strong value. Yeah. Ooh, okay. How do we kill this guy, though? I don't really want to lose... I guess we can updraft 1 to see what we can find. I guess we could also go Slipstream.
Joyful and swift.
No, Slipstream. Okay. Nilah's probably dead.
What is joy?
Bilgewater's just for lurk at the moment.
True joy.
Yeah.
Being here, dancing in all the beauty of
I think Bilgewater's a fun regen overall.
Awaits.
Also, I guess I could have saved this to just go face. Like, there was no real reason I need to kill him here. We're probably just killing them on the open attack. Plus Mystic anyway.
You're out of
That's a nice top deck. Like, this feels so good in the deck. I don't love it all the time because it's a little pricey. But in this situation, it's essentially deal 2 and draw closer to your burn. Like, that's just the perfect little card. Hey, and we literally just drew into our burn. Nice. Alright, good game. And we have like the tools to kill Heimer with Howling Gale as well. Pretty easily. I guess it's just so good at being a tempo deck, right? Because I'm thinking in the olden days in a PNZ match against like Jace or Heimer, to play 5 mana or like Thermo Beam, deal 5 damage to Heimerdinger for 5 mana or 4 mana, let's say. Like, you have to spend most of your turn in doing that. Where with Howling Gale, it's like, no, it's better when you play your 0 mana 3 power quick attacker and another unit, and then also kill their champ. Oh goodness. What is this? I don't know if this is going to be fun. Level 3 Mastery Janna already. I like being able to set up Nilah. Nilah. I actually need to stop doing that. I'd literally never heard the name before until today in game. So I just thought Nilah sounded nice and pretty. But it's Nilah. Jeepers. Oh, interesting. No. I'm gonna take my open attack with Nilah. Oh, I guess they have Aftershock. Ah! Okay, woo! If they had Aftershock there, I forgot they'd get the extra mana back. That would have felt sad. I don't think Divine Whirlwind looks very good here. They're probably not going to have many units, and their only units are... This is backfiring to great extremes. Oh, hello. Jeepers, if I just make it rain to that stupid Forge Chief. I hope they play the Otterpuss here.
May your blessings upon me ease the pain of others. Feel the breeze and know you have my favor.
I'll pass until next turn so I can play Make It Rain, and it'll help increase the Howling Gale. Ooh, I always like getting a reduced Nilah. I don't know why, but it makes me happy. Wow, like look at this. We're gonna be able to play 3 units for 2 mana, and they're all good. So we can play Make It Rain, plus our 3 units, plus Howling Gale, and kill their Rise. It does feel nice that these units don't die to the rune. The deal 2 damage to the weakest opponent rune. I love that brush sound effect.
Innocence may be the greatest joy of all.
Just casually dumping our entire hand. This will be huge. Yeah, I was gonna say this is pretty big if this resolves. We're pushing 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
With wind in our
And creating the slipstream in our deck.
onward.
Nice. Alright, we'll probably squeeze in 2 more games of this, I think, and then I'll swap over to Volibear Alawi. What have you been playing then, Faceless Angel? Oh, Heimer chased again. Nidalee Nar. Oh, okay. Is that the landmark version? With the you know what landmark obviously I'm talking about. Yeah, Chip Landmark and Knack Attack Tycoon. Nice. I had fun with that deck in Eternal too before we switched back to standard. I haven't played it yet this season, but I saw it was doing pretty well. Alright, I like that they used Quietus there. Getting Nilah down here. Pfft, Nilah. Gosh, I'm literally gonna have to like off stream just be like go to a chalkboard writing while I'm saying out loud, I will call her Nilah. I will call her Nilah. I don't know why. I literally can't get it in my head. Being able to open attack here, since they don't have enough mana for Aftershock or Soul Harvest, feels pretty good.
Submit to ecstasy.
I think I'll play Pool Shark here, because if we find a Janna, we can updraft the second card that we make fleeting. And if we draw our cheaper cards as well, it'll activate like the Mariner. Ooh, okay. That's not that spooky. None of them stop Brash, and most of them die to Make It Rain.
I seize the initiative.
I kind of want to play Cloudwinder, honestly. But this guy's probably good enough. We can probably just go Master Lookout plus Mystic Shot this turn.
Lie ahead, little one. Can I count on you?
And again, we have an open attack here. Yeah, I think I can comfortably do this. Just take our 5 damage. Or force them to use something on stack. And then I'm going to start trying to dig for Howling Gale to try to kill their champs. Because Heimer's going to be pretty close to leveled when he comes down. Or no, it's when he's seen. I was thinking, never mind, yeah.
What seems to be the problem?
Not bad. It always feels bad to hit the tough turret, so that was pretty good. Now this guy can die to Divine Whirlwind as well.
I'm here in Janna's name.
I like that.
My most groundbreaking invention to date.
Like, look at this. Divine Whirlwind, kill their Heimer, and get to play Exalted Cloudwinder, so we draw more next turn, and get free Windborn Mariner that they can't really block. And Nilah's pretty close to leveling 2. We might actually level her next turn. If they don't kill her right now. Okay. We can still find another Nilah, but we would have been able to level her for the open attack.
Back in Shurima.
Wait, you?
Back in Charima?
Oh, I love that for you.
I thought, okay, I'm sure most of you guys have heard of that meme of like the do most men think of the Roman Empire every day type thing. I think it was Legends of Runeterra posted on Twitter. Like, yeah, we know the Roman Empire, but we want to know how many times you think of the Shuriman Empire. Oh, that was funny. This open attack's pretty tempting. I'll slipstream to see if we find Cloud Dancer or Nilah. Okay.
What terrorizes you?
Maybe Cloud Dancer wouldn't even be that great in this situation since we wouldn't be able to activate it. But we have, again, they're under so much pressure. And it's like, cool, you kill my board, then I'll just play Eye of the Lookout and Cloudwinder and I'll draw more next turn. Eye of the Storm, that's the second time Eye of the Storm has saved my Nilah against a Soul Harvest over the past 2 days against the Heimer deck. I love that she hits Nexus too, that feels really good. Like at this point, they're pretty much just dead no matter what happens on board, because we have so much burn in our deck. And we're just gonna draw so many cards.
Many dangers lie ahead, little one. Can I count on you?
I won't run into a Ruination until they actually make me develop more. But yeah, this is 2 damage here, and they have to stop every single unit we have.
Hey, which way to spiritual fulfillment?
Why? Now they're not even gonna have
Something the matter.
a blocker for Nilah.
Always got what I wanted. Now I gotta find what I need.
Perhaps the answer lies in others, not yourself.
Like, I was gonna think I had to use my Formless Blade, but now I can just open attack and they don't have any blockers. Obviously, like, this game is over anyway, but... And we could draw 2 cards next turn, 2 cards next turn, 1 card next turn, and Slipstream this turn to try to find the last piece of burn. Not bad. Very impressive from Nilah Janna.
Bends but never breaks.
I've been having a blast with that deck. It feels pretty solid. Alright, let's hop into some Volibear Alawi. I want to take a quick gander at the deck list real quick. I do like 2 heavy metals. Just like the fact that it destroys the unit's equipment and deals 2 to it is so nice. This was the highest win rate version on Mastering Runeterra. So we haven't tinkered with it at all, but I'd love to flop in a copy of Clash of Giants. Like, we're leaning more into the Sigils of the Storm style here. So like Ront maybe is not the best if we're really trying to lean into this Clash of Giants archetype. But it's just a cool card. So yeah, let's give this one a few games. I don't know how long we'll play, but if we do well, maybe I'll play until we hit Diamond. I never know what to do because it's so much easier for me to stream and then just directly export it to YouTube, because the processing then happens on YouTube or on Twitch's side when you just like go to content, export stream. If I edit the thing, I have to spend hours waiting for the file to download to my computer, spend the time editing it, and then wait for the hours and hours for it to process to YouTube. And so it takes way longer if I do it that way. But it would allow me to make more concise streams instead of like having you guys watch like loading queues on YouTube. But I also feel like there's something romantic about seeing the whole thing live and even seeing the in-between moments. It feels you're almost like watching live rather than just watching this cut up like highlight video. And you guys know I always upload whatever games I play, win or lose, rather than like just filtering out the best games. Cause I appreciate that. I don't like when I watch a video and I know they're just gonna win every single game. Cause I'm like, part of the fun for me of watching high level players is seeing how they navigate tricky situations. Or when they lose, what they say they could have done differently, you know? I'm a little surprised. This is a horrendous trade for them, I think. They don't gain anything from it besides resetting our tentacle. But our tentacle is going to get pretty chunky.
The Yordle here's with me.
I think I'll let that one go. I don't need to kill that right away with Tentacle Smash. This seems like a fantastic card in the matchup, too. We can get rid of an elusive's keywords. We can heal some. I kind of want to get a Lowy down. I don't think we need to, though. I'll wait to see what they do. If they play Zed, I'd rather keep up Tentacle Smash for him. Okay. I think we're pretty happy with how this ended up going. Oh, interesting. Olive! Sorry, my dog is completely tearing up the couch. I don't know if you could hear her, but she was scratching so much, I'm like, I think that might actually be being picked up on the microphone.
Truth is no betting. Meet me. Come, test yourself.
What do I want to kill?
Witness truth.
This one's trouble.
A gift from the river folk.
Allow levels if we use this Tentacle Smash too. Oh. I'll use Tentacle Smash now when I know they don't have any pump spells. So we make sure our Tentacle lives through it. And they're forced to develop since they can't really take this attack at all.
Moves within me.
I think Allow is a very fun champ. Kind of underrated, you know. She's only seen a few spotlights in the meta since she came out. And sometimes it was just like the cheesy Cataclysm rally. Oh, it's a Wildfire deck. I'm gonna play the Sea's Voice here because we still have Heavy Metal to kill a Zed or another tricky elusive. And they're pretty much dead in the open if they don't do something.
Look upon our journey with
Oh, double Wildfire, okay.
or perhaps humor.
We still should be fairly safe from any burn here. Okay. GG.
Nagakaboro smiles upon victory.
I love the voice lines in this game, man. It's one of my favorite parts. I want to put on a card back. Do we want to go with the Freljord or the Bilgewater? This is literally the phone cover I have on my phone right now. I'm definitely partial to the Freljord logo. I could use Gloomtooth as our little pet buddy, so we can have a nice mixture. I have no Kubros is a good card in the matchup. Maybe it's worth it to keep it. I was hoping for. I was thinking maybe I should pitch it because it's nice to get Watchful Idol down, but this is also a pretty good tempo play in a against a control deck if we can just get 2 nice units on board and rebuild our tentacle. I don't really want to give them a tentacle smash target. Or not, sorry, shock blast. I was thinking about tentacle smash myself, but because if I play Seize Voice here and we just eat a shock blast, I don't think I'm particularly happy. No, I'll play Seize Voice. And then if they still kill it with like an Aftershock or a Soul Harvest this turn, I'm pretty happy to get Mirai Warden down the following turn. We don't really have a great way to protect Alawi in this matchup, huh? She pretty much always dies to Soul Harvest.
Let's get moving.
I think it's just best to go for I have Nagakabros this turn. We don't have an easy way to kill our champions anyway, so we might as well try to slip in some damage. Whereas Mirai Warden, then what? Double Heavy Metal, I guess, could kill Heimer, but I don't even know if that's worth it. Maybe it is. Maybe our open attack plus Double Heavy Metal is the best because we need to stop them from going crazy with their Heimer stuff. Because we can go Mirai Warden plus Double Heavy Metal this turn. And next turn Brew Lookout helps rebuild our board a lot.
Nothing beats field testing.
I don't think I care about Jace at the moment. Oh, I guess if they have double formula. Yeah, they can play double formula next turn. I'm just going to kill Jace. Or like, what I mean by double formula is formula and then whatever second 6-minute spell would level Jace. And then we wouldn't be able to kill him, so I don't want that to happen. I'm most likely just going to play Buru Lookout this turn. It makes it pretty hard for them to kill our tentacle from that point onwards, unless they use a Vengeance. Perfect. That's so good for us. That's so good for us. Because now we just get our huge tentacle back anyways. They can't... And even if they have a 2-minute Soul Harvest here, we just get another one at the start of the round. I'd love to see 10 different cards be nerfed for the next balance patch. Want to see them? Sure. I'm of the opinion that it's still too early to really make balance decisions. But like, that doesn't mean it's impossible. But like, usually... I'm like, it's still so early in the meta. I feel like I've barely solved anything. Yeah, go ahead. I feel like there are still a lot of random decks floating around. Like, if you look at the top leaderboards, there's still so many decks popping up that are good. That kind of just came out of nowhere. Like, getting Zera is rank 1 with Seraphine. I can't even tell what deck this is because it's one of the new champions. But, like, number 2 is Nico Nar, Pantheon Akshan, Samira Nilah, Renekton Sejuani, Deep, Samira Annie. Like, there's so many random decks that are good at the moment. That I feel like it's not quite solved, you know what I mean? To the point of where we know like what's busted or not. Oh my gosh. Okay. The very, very, very first spell or card I saw when I looked over to the other screen was Death from Below being slow speed. I'm like, heck yeah, dude, I would take that any day. What's going on here? I wonder if they're gonna try to kill my tentacle by throwing away their Jace Plus card.
Hello, new best friend.
Yo, Master Lookout high roll? Same, I'd love for it to be slow. Yeah. Okay, I'll look at those right after this this game finishes on screen. Really? I don't even know what any of these are good. I'm mostly doing this as a challenger because it forces them to react now with their 8 mana. I guess I can do this in case they find like elusives or challengers down the line. But we're pretty much... I want to see if they'll do something. Oh, yeah, because I guess... Oh, well now they just tapped out of 6 mana spell, so I know I can kill Jace with Tidal Invocation. I wanted to see... Because if they leveled him, I could have used Tentacle Smash to kill Jace. But now that like I know they can't level him, I can just use the Tidal Invocation. They're pretty much gonna have to use a Vengeance on this guy. Double Volibear should kill them as well. If we even get a little bit more damage in here. If they didn't have Ruination mana up, that'd be tempting. Or you know what I guess I could have done? If I picked Heal an Ally or Nexus 2, I could have used that to give this guy an extra power.
Stand and be tested.
I wonder if we can level Volley next turn. He'll do probably... He'll probably deal 8 next turn. And the Tentacle Smash will only deal 2. Ooh, we're getting close though. This is so nasty, man. The fact that it deals 4 to a unit, just like killing Heimer here. So good. Oh, baby. Oh, and I didn't realize they were only at 2. Yeah, Volley lethal. Let's go. Very cool. I've never leveled Volibear. I haven't played him a ton, but I've only... did I level Volibear? I actually don't remember if I did. I don't remember leveling Volibear. I've only seen it like 3 or 4 times total, though. Alright, do you mind if I show those cards on here? I think that'd be fun. Howling Yell. Slow speed, deal 1 to a unit. Increase my damage by 1 for each color you've played this turn up to 3 times. So max 4 damage. I still think that's a pretty solid card. I think that's fine. I like that. Janna. Round start, draw 1. When you draw a card, reduce its cost by 1 this round. What's her nerf? Oh, quick attack instead of elusive. Okay, I can get behind that. I understand the thematic of her being elusive. Because like she's like this bird lady. And I don't mind. Because she's not like a combat-based champion. So she's kind of just like chip in for 3 damage here and there. It's not like Nexus Strike draw card, you know what I mean? So I don't mind her being elusive. But she already does so much that the fact that she also gets to chip in 3 elusive every turn is pretty good. So I can definitely understand that. Divine Whirlwind. If you've drawn 3+ cards this round, I cost 2 less. Deal 2 to unit and the enemy nexus. Yeah, that's another reasonable one. Because like 3 mana, deal 2 to a unit is something we've seen in Piltover Peacemaker, and that's a very similar effect of 3 mana fast speed, deal 2 to a unit plus upside, and the upside for Piltover Peacemaker is plant the traps. For this one, it's deal 2 to the enemy nexus, so I can totally understand that. Iasilla, each round the first time you play an elemental spell or skill, copy it with the same targets. Yeah, I can understand that too. I haven't seen too much Iasilla over the past 2 days. But he is definitely one of those things where it's just like if this card sticks, you just lose the game because it's so good at what it does. So I kind of like the idea of just copying the first one because you can still get so much value out of that. Flare, focus speed, I like that too. Balin, grant other formidable allies of your +0/+1. Yeah, I'd agree. I think Balin's like the best card in the deck by far. So I can understand that. All of these cards so far, I haven't felt like they're incredibly oppressive, but Ward of the Tribes is one where I feel like that card you literally just lose the game. Like you have to specifically have something like Ruination, or you just lose the game. Because a lot of times like Quicksand doesn't even do it, because that could only stop 2 of those huge overwhelms. I think Ward of the Tribes is a fun card, so I still want it to be relevant. Like I like the idea of all these crazy different subtype decks, and like Nico decks. But it does feel kind of just like a welp I lose on turn 8. So when I'm summon, grant other allies +1/+1 for each different subtype you summon this game. Brash for the Floor Be Gone. Interesting. That would definitely make it harder for Heimer to close out games. Again, on that one, I guess I'd have to see how it plays out. I don't know what my opinion on that one is or not. But I do enjoy the Brash keyword. I think it's an enjoyable keyword. Like, I don't think it's as annoying as like some people find Elusive incredibly annoying. I don't usually get as irritated by Elusive, but I understand like the concept behind it. But I feel like Brash is like an actually interesting keyword to play around and play against. And then Death from Below, slow speed, definitely a big fan. And then Acorn the Hex Technician. 1 mana, Elusive, Nexus Strike. Nexus Strike, reduce the cost of the most expensive spell in your hand or deck by 1. Did he get... I don't see the nerf in this card. Is this a buff? Oops! Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. I didn't realize I missed the button to actually show the cards. So I've been talking about them without actually showing them. Oopsies. Yeah, anyways, what's his nerf here? Reduce the cost of the most expensive spell in your hand or deck by 1. I thought the or deck by 1 would be a buff. I don't see where the nerf comes from elsewise. Or was it meant to be a buff? Oh, okay. If the most expensive spell is in your deck, you don't get a discount in hand. Gotcha. Okay. I read it as reduce the card in your hand, or if you don't have a spell in hand, reduce the card in your deck. Okay, I gotcha. That would actually be a very interesting change too, because even though it wouldn't reduce the card in your hand, it would reduce like the card you build the deck around. You know, like if you build a Glorious Evolution deck, you'd guarantee you make it cheaper. So that's actually, I like that change, because it doesn't make your current hand necessarily better all the time, but you can kind of focus on reducing, you know, the actual Glorious Evolution or whatever crazy card you want to reduce. That's a pretty cool change. I like that one. Very cool. I always find it fun to talk about card changes and nerfs and buffs and everything. 6 out of 10 of these cards are in PNC. Now you can see what region I hate the most. That's funny. Action Samira. Okay, this is another one I'm curious to see how it does, because I don't think it received too many nerfs since it was destroying the meta in Eternal even. Obviously, it lost some cards from going from Eternal to Standard. I like this. This is fine. I think we might be able to win if we go turbo ramp speed up to Volibear. Like turn 2, turn 3, I'm pretty happy with that turn. And then if we don't have too much else to do on turn 4, we can just start getting our sigils down. Volley, hello. I don't particularly want to run into a Samira here, so I'll pass. Like, that's my most annoying gameplay pattern at the moment. I hate that turn 1, turn 2, you literally just can't do anything if they have Samira. Any other proposed nerfs you feel like shouldn't be applied? I don't think you need to make Janna quick attack instead of elusive. I think you can leave her elusive if you're also nerfing some of the damage spells. And I'm not totally opposed to nerfing the damage spells because in that deck you're drawing so many cards that if you're forced to do it, like throw away 2 of your damage spells just to kill 1 unit, it's actually not that bad for you because you can still draw a lot of cards. So I'm not opposed to that change, but I think you could leave Janna elusive. And, oopsies, I closed the tab, here we go. Like the elusive turret, the floor be gone. I don't know if you need to do that one necessarily either. That's actually a pretty good card against Samira or Akshan. But Pike Spell, I don't know how it's still fast speed. Oh, jeepers. That is a chunky little Samira, huh? Huh. I guess I'll throw... I'm gonna try to kill her here. We have a few damage spells here. I can try to go after her with the Scholarly Pioneer here. And if they use a pump spell, oh well, we'll be fine. It's better than them using it on offense. Plus, I just need to last till turn 8. I just need to last till turn 8. That's still fine. We get to use Title Invocation on Samira next turn. I'm just gonna throw everything I have at Samira. Oh, never mind. This seems like an acceptable risk. Oh, shoot! 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 No! Oh, please don't be the... No! I didn't... Okay. My bad, my bad, my bad. I wanted to... Ah, if I wasn't so silly, I could have just used Title Invocation there. Then they would have been forced to... For whatever reason, it didn't even click in my head that this could possibly have been an Avenging Vastaya. Yeah, oopsies. I was totally thinking that this was going to be a, the 3-1 that gives your unit... That was a big brain fart. That gives your unit vulnerable. Oh well, my bad, my bad. Gosh, it's actually probably going to be costing us the game now. Shoot, I'm so bad. That's embarrassing. We still have this to pop Spell Shield.
Nice to meet you. I'm Nilah.
But they probably just like level Samira this turn. Then it gets much more difficult to kill her. We'll see what happens.
I've got this.
Well, Volibear can come down next turn. Oh. Why are you not leveling Samira?
Beautiful and brutal, just how I like it.
Fixing the world one scoundrel at a time. Don't want to die? Don't do terrible things.
Alright, I guess we're gonna see what the real Volibear looks like.
Turrets keep me.
Can he carry us this far?
Isn't it thrilling?
Finally.
Like, if they have Red Negation, we're pretty sad. So we just get to play another Volibear next turn. Oh, this is actually pretty decent too. I feel like our opponent... Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like our opponent would have ripped a Red Negation by now. Alright, Volibear. That's what I'm talking about. That's the biggest Volibear moment I've had so far. Whatever unit they follow up with, yeah, can get kind of chunky here. Oh man. Why play Volibear when you can just play 2-mana champ?
Blink and you'll miss me. Hope they're watching.
Oh, interesting. Whoa. Are they just gonna like strike with Samira afterwards? They did all that for 4 mana and they literally have like a mini Pantheon. Oh no, they're just gonna rally this turn. Okay. Like this is what I do not like about Legends of Runeterra right now. This is the most unfun interaction for me. It's just Samira going zoom.
Isn't it thrilling? Blink and you'll miss me. Thrilling.
Oh, they're gonna get 3 attacks this turn. Whatever happened to like 5 mana Golden Aegis, you know, as your rallies? Huh. Well, we don't have a way to pop Spell Shield, so I guess you have to hope it just hits Samira twice. I don't even know if that's how that works. I don't know if it... Oh, it does target a different enemy. Okay.
Blink and you'll miss me.
Okay.
Scars cry out for vengeance.
Alright, let's see if we can snap up one more win real quick. I thought we had such a good play there when we killed Samira and Akshan with our Volibear, but it was just like, nope. He instantly got killed by the next Samira. And they proceeded to attack twice. Is that Annie? Okay. Is this like a thing? Because I've seen Wildfire being used in a few different decks, but I hadn't heard about this Z version. Ron can come down on turn 6. That's pretty good.
No one's the wiser. Everything's in boom.
I think we're looking a little rushed here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to even get up to our Ron turn very quickly. Okay, that was a fantastic try. We really needed that. Whenever I complain about Samira Akshan, it's like at least it's not Kaisa. Because I like Samira's design and I like Akshan's design. They just do too much crazy stuff when they're combined. Oh no. We're gonna be done on turn 5. I can go Scholarly Pioneer here. Alawi turn 4, turn 5, Valia's Papa turn 6 round. I guess I should probably save my life total.
Stand and be tested.
Go on, Fang. Just like I taught you. Fang's turn.
Witness truth.
They follow the wrong master.
Behind ya.
Oh.
Good. Fine.
Well, I think I'm just gonna get Ron down next turn and hope that's enough.
What do you think?
We can still chase Zed next turn. We'll have a huge Rond down that would make our next Volibear. Rejuvenating Breeze is such a good card, I feel, in these crazy weird aggro combo decks. Like, heal your deck however much while finding your burn. Pretty good. What a cool card.
Rivers shape the land and give it life.
Meet me, Nagasho.
Like, we hopefully won't take too much damage on board anymore. I'm just a little scared of the burn.
What form will the waters take?
And our Volibear should actually be pretty close to leveling by the time he comes down. Oh wait, Nagakaburos is actually cracked? I didn't even realize that. Now I see the deal. Another Rond. Yeah, this is interesting, huh? I'll just play Rond so we can keep up a flash freeze if they have another unit. Wait, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, well that was a little bit of an oopsies. It tells you how much I've actually lost to Wildfire. I've never lost to Wildfire. I've played against it a few times, but I've never lost to it. I didn't realize Wildfire could kill you. I thought Wildfire had the same text that Nilah's Formless Blade does, or her leveled up attack trigger does, where she says the enemy Nexus can't drop below 1 health. I thought that's what Wildfire said. What the heck was that? That was insane. They just like... Okay, that was not cool. Faces Angel, if you're still watching, the cards I would nerf: Samira, Wildfire. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun today catching up some. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't have work, so hopefully I'll get another nice little bit of a longer stream in. I'll try to climb to Masters, and then we can start doing gauntlets. So, cool. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll see you around.